Time for another gun video with the 1911. Just some quick little changes here. First thing is I've got these new grips on it, which really pretty simple. Got these off eBay at a pretty nice price at an auction. It's easy to find some grips like this for about $20 or so. So these are wood grips, kind of carved in the old-fashioned way that they were. And this is the third set of grips I've had on this gun now, considering the original ones also as well. But I kind of liked these. Thought I'd give them a try. No one needs a video about how to replace the grips on a 1911. But I just thought I would show how these look. And I think so far these are my favorite. I love the look, and they also feel good in the hand as well. But the big thing we're going to do here is maybe swap out this magazine release here. I'd like maybe an extended one, something a little bit bigger that I can reach more easily. And there are some things out there. The one that I ended up with is this one right here. And I just kind of found it on eBay. This is the type that has, it's going to of course extend out a little bit farther than the standard little button here, but it also has this kind of large bit on the end, this sort of knurled edge right there. Thought I'd give this a try. Now, the way these things work is usually it's just kind of a standard magazine release that's been tapped to receive a screw, and this little bit here is kind of screwed in here. So when I got this, I removed the screw because this head was really stuck on, like it was welded on or something. And I thought there was a problem, but apparently it was stuck on. The seller said with dry oil, and had me soak it. I soaked it for a while in WD-40 and was eventually able to pop it off. But the idea here, of course, is that you can't have this big fat button right here on this because the magazine release has to slide out this way. So this is obviously going to have to come off. So let's take out the original magazine release and kind of see how these compare. Now here's how the extended release compares to my standard one, the one that came with it. So that's it right there at the top. At the bottom you see it. If I can get some sort of focusing here. Really, it's just the same kind of thing, except the top part there where you actually see the button has been tapped, and this little piece right here sort of sits on top, and that's what you get with it, really. Just that extended bit there. So that's what we're gonna try and put in and see how it works. So I'm testing this here just by placing that extra little extension right here over my usual button, and with a magazine in there, we'll just see kind of what happens if I can kind of push that down, and out it comes. That was pretty easy, really easy reach there with that. So let's see if I can get this thing to work. So with this new magazine release, the main part looked just the same as my OEM one. There it is, but it wouldn't go in, all the way anyway. I could slide it in, but it wouldn't. The button wouldn't come out to where it was. It would kind of poke out where it needed to be, and this end right here would not be flush with this side of the gun. This part here would fit. Sort of the button size here was fine, but just wouldn't go in. So as you can see here, I've had to grind it down. First I did some sanding. Oops, there we go. First I did some sanding, and then just got a Dremel with a sanding wheel, and just kind of took it down bit by bit, and so now it slides in just fine into the gun. So OEM parts are OEM parts, but custom-made parts from various guns is all a little different. Sometimes the tolerances are tight enough to where one part won't quite fit, and it can require a little bit of work. So you can see how much of that I had to kind of grind down. Yeah, I'm not sure what the part was, or what part was really the problem. I think it was right around here, kind of after the button. somewhere right along at the end here wouldn't quite fit in. So again, grinding it down just bit by bit, testing, grinding, and finally fit. So now we have the final step here. Because of the bare metal here, I got up my bluing kit. There we go. There's my good old bluing kit from Birchwood Casey. And tried to blue this. It didn't work, but then bluing only works on, it won't work on stainless steel and aluminum. Because that's what we have something here. So I got my aluminum black and put some right here on the main part of this magazine release, but it didn't really do much for this part right here, and I didn't really want a nice bright shiny bit, so I might just hit that with a little bit of kind of black metal paint and see if that does the job. But should be about ready to go back in now. So there it is, all installed there. See how much it sticks out, and it's a bit wider. Honestly, not the best looking thing I've ever seen as far as a magazine release. I shot a little bit of black paint for metal on it, so it wasn't that bright stainless steel kind of thing. But it's really handy, so I can very easily reach the button and just pop out the magazine. The one thing I'll say about it is that this magazine, which is an aftermarket one, it holds 8 rounds. It's a little harder to get in. It'll go in just fine. You just have to really give it a really good solid tap up at the bottom here. This aftermarket one, which also holds 8 rounds, goes in a little more easily. And then the standard OEM magazines that are 7 rounds, they just slide right in without much trouble. So probably just the way that this particular release, the mechanism and shaft or something in there works. It just doesn't fit in quite as nicely with the little notch cut out here to hold it. But it does the job, and it certainly is a lot handier, easier to reach. Like I say, not the most attractive thing ever, but pretty nice and functional. So can't wait to take this back to the range and see how I like it. But overall, it's a nice addition to have. If I can get any focusing happening here. And the way these works, you can remove the screw. There are others that are already blued or blacked or something and have different sort of knurled patterns on them. That could be swapped out pretty easily now that the main body is in there. But that's it. I think this is a worthy upgrade.